What should I whip up today? That is a great idea!
Lindley, what is Lindley making?
Fried chicken. We're out of meat, so we'll need something that tastes like chicken. Or should I say someone who tastes like chicken?
What? Tatsu not taste like chicken. Tatsu tastes like poop and poison. Tatsu tastes like poison poop.
Wait, I just remembered. We have plenty of chicken.
Hey, Lindley did that on purpose. Lindley is cruel and mean.
It's up. Come and get it.
Man, oh man. Delicious. Lucky thing I happen to be in the neighborhood.
You say that every time, Commander, but you always arrive as we're setting the table.
Oh, you don't say. All right, listen up. We found something in Noctilum thanks to Frontier Nav. That's northwest of here, Rook. Looks like a piece of the lifehold.
That's great news.
Damn right. Look at this.
Oh, friends mean Nightglow Woods.
Is that what the Nopon call it? We didn't have names for anything here, so we've been using Noctilum for that whole region.
Well, that's a silly name.
And Nightglow Woods isn't?
Moving on.
Right, sorry.
According to the Pathfinder's report, there's a large number of indigents in the area, but thankfully no sign of any intelligent life forms.
No, that's wrong. Nopon visit Nightglow Woods all the time.
Yeah, well, like I said, no intelligent life forms have been reported, but it never hurts to be cautious.
Friends patronize Tatsu. Nopon proud and brave people with rich history, you know.
Pipe down, small fry, or I'll make that nickname come true.
We'll have you check in with Lau's team first. They're already on assignment installing probes in the area. We don't have a fix on the lifehold signal, just a general direction. See if they've got more info.
Got it.
With that unfortunate demonstration of how bad the audio balancing and cutscenes in this game can be, we now have Chapter 4. Our first objective is to talk to Lau. He is at FN site number 103, which is One we've been to before. It's right next to the entrance to Noctilum, which is where we're going to be headed, obviously, based on the cutscene. One thing I don't like is how they always assume you haven't been to a continent, the first story mission that takes place there, when we've already not only been to Noctilum, but we've been to Oblivia too, and Oblivia is the third continent in story order. So it's a little weird with that. Understandable, just based on how open world games work. I wish they could have done it in a way where he's just reminding you of what Noctilum is rather than telling you about it for the first time and explicitly saying you don't know. But even good games can't be perfect. So let's go over here and talk to Lau. Interestingly, he's got the blue text there.
Hey, hey, look who it is.
Lau, it's been a while.
It has. Are you going to introduce me to your friends? Where's Danny and Boris?
These are my new team members. As for Danny and Boris, we had a bad run-in with a powerful indigen. They didn't make it.
I see. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I hadn't heard.
It's okay.
And what's up with this onion thing? You're using it for rations or something?
Tatsu not onion or ration. Tatsu is Nopon, brave and distinguished people with long history on Mira.
It talks. Where'd you find this thing?
Rescued him. He was about to become lunch for some prone, these hostile Xenos we ran into. He's agreed to serve as our guide here.
Wow, okay. And you? What's your story? Are you really as young as you look?
Sure am. 13 years old inside and out. I'm Lin-Lee Ku.
Well, hello, Lin-Lee Ku. You must be something to be able to make Elma's team at 13. All right. What about you? I'm Lao Huang. I head up Pathfinder Team Belisarda. Good to meet you. You got an interesting crew here, but they seem capable enough.
I chose them personally.
I figured. So, I heard Nelson's whole team got wiped out by some nasty new Xenos. Is that true?
Yeah, those prone I mentioned. We're not sure if they're the ones that destroyed Earth, but their tech certainly seemed advanced enough.
Really? We better watch our backs.
By the way, we picked up a lifehold signal in the direction of Noctilum. Have you or your crew come across anything?
Where? Around here?
I take it the answer is no.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it. We bumped into another team and they didn't mention it either.
I see. All right. We were hoping your team might have a lead or some more info, but no such luck, huh? Well, thanks anyway. We should go.
Hey, hold up. Mind if I tag along?
But your assignment?
We're more or less done here. We just need to report back.
Well, until you do, you're not done here.
Oh, give me a break, Elma. The rest of my crew can handle the paperwork. We're talking about a piece of the lifehold here. I've never even seen one. That's way more important. And besides, you might need the help. Finding it or handling the indigens that get in your way. Now, come on.
The Master Sniper joins up. This is a bit interesting because Lau this is all stuff that we've already known about. Is Lao he says he wants to come along, but we don't actually have to take him along. Basically, we've got a 4-party member limit, with Elma and Lynn being required. So we can have any 4th that we want. I didn't mean to do that. Meant to actually add Lao to our team. I'm going to take Lao with us because it's a new party member, so why would we not take him with us? And even though Elma and Lynn haven't really gotten this treatment yet, we're going to make Lao the party leader. Head off into Noctilum. Noctilum is this way, okay. This is the first time the story requires you to go into Noctilum, so technically we're not supposed to be there yet, but it's nighttime, and we're heading into this is probably the first time we're going to see. This is the way some people enter Noctilum for the first time. That huge Antares Leviath up to the top. These wonderful particle effects around here.
Challenge accepted.
A merciful Dilius that we're going to run from. Wow, I actually lived a hit from one. I understand that Lynn would, but I didn't think Lao would be able to. Anyway, Lao is a partisan eagle, so he's a regular partisan eagle, he's not a plus, which means he's got sniper rifles and a javelin as his ranged and melee weapons, respectively. Now I could show him off fighting here a little bit. He's got First Down, which is regular weapon damage attack, topples humanoids. Arcing Horn, which is an electric attack that inflicts electric resistance down when used in a melee combo. Balance Breaker, which is weapon damage and stagger in melee combos. I'm going to be using Arcing Horn into Balance Breaker a lot more often than the other way around because the only electric attack I have is Arcing Horn itself. And then the big one, which is Shrapnel. Weapon damage and extra damage to appendages. That also double charges enough to do that. Brian got a skill off of that. I don't think it's one that I'm going to use currently. Healing Touch increases the HP of revived party members by 30%, I think. Not particularly a good one if you don't plan on having people die. You know? Anyway. Fight a Lake Mortiful here. And I'm going to go on a little mini rant about Tatsu. Up until now, I think Tatsu is a good character. He's enjoyable in his incompetence. He's got some nice interactions, specifically with Vandom. I like a lot of Tatsu and Vandom's interactions. But this is the part where him being food already starts to get old. I like the way they do it with Lao. The way they do the food jokes with Lao and with Vandom. Vandom just calls him various food-related things. This is a shield. I'm going to see if it's good for Lynn. It's better than her current one. And then Lao just, like, I like the running gag of, oh, everyone thinks Tatsu is food. That's funny to me. The fact that you have a whole list of different dishes that you can choose to have Lynn have and fake make Tatsu into, and the fact that there are enough chapters that you're required to see all of those scenes, that I don't like. Anyway, here is Jijo. We'll finally get to take his quest on. And needs help on an outfitter assignment. This is just explaining outfitters more. Anyway, we're on a request from Sakuraba to test out new skill weapons. A crazed Mephite started attacking. Mephites are similar to Cerebras. Everyone not in a scale was destroyed. His scale was totaled. So, mission came from Isobe, Sakuraba's chief engineer. So, we've got to find the scale he ditched in Rust Lake. And our reward is fashion gear called the Adhesive Bandage. It's just like a nose bandage thing. And he's going to head off to the whale's nostril to be safe and things. But we will actually, I headed to the Dragontail tree? Dragontail tree. Because that's just closer to, so this is right in the area where Arya is. There's a island over there with a raging Simius. And actually, a bit of an interesting thing is, when they were making the DLC, HB's mission, the one that we already did, they decided to reuse the location of this wrecked Skell from a side quest that was in the base game. Fight this guy one out. Because the Skell wreckage is actually right where the thieving Dilius we fought as the boss of that mission was. It's really weird, but it's the exact same place. Like, the two Saltats that were there even still spawn, which I think is really interesting. It could just be that they did that mission last for some reason. They did that after HB's other missions. The DLC characters all have 3 affinity missions, 1 to recruit them and 1 to get each of their signature arts. Wow. Raging Simiuses are strong. Wow, we lost 2 people on that. That arcing horn wasn't enough to kill it. That was. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, 2 Saltats that were guarding the Dilius will spawn in here. Here's a Skell wreckage. Got our weapon test data, and we can head off to the Whale's Nostril. No point in fighting Arya again, even though we could probably take it. I'm going to switch Brian back into the main slot for the rest of the actual chapter, but I'd like to keep Lau in the lead for a little bit, at least until he gets another art to show off some of the other things he can do, even if it's not like a super special attack. Because I think Balance Breaker is one of his signature arts, and he already has that. But I don't think we're getting an Afterburner on him anytime soon. Regardless, though, I'm going to keep him ahead, at least until he gets another art. And we run in here. Luckily, we're able to pick up that one item before we run into Jijo again. And, yep, we're going to have to save this guy. His Skell got destroyed last time he fought this thing, so I don't think he's going to do very well on foot.
They've seen us.
Oh, wow. That Devil Mephite started out pretty strong with toppled gunfire. First down only inflicts topple on humanoids, so it's just an attack when used on anything else. Because of that, I'm going to be using that for soul voices and saving up shrapnel more for double charges. When a character joins the party, they will actually start out with all the BP you've accumulated up to that point. You don't start earning BP with that character from scratch. So I could upgrade Lau's arts now. I'm going to wait until we have to use him in a boss. But the Devil Mephite went down pretty well. 2 levels up, too. Jijo has moved over here. He's hiding back at the entrance. When he went into the cave to hide, he then comes back to the entrance to hide. I don't know.
Thank you.
Literally saved his life. What kind of world where a guy can't hide out in a nice dank cave? Holy memes. Data was still intact, so he takes that. Exactly what he needed. Total Skell's in great news. Data's good. Weapon's classified because Asobe is Asobe. I don't even know if Asobe is actually an interactable NPC. But who knows? Because remember, I think I mentioned this already. The main character of the game was actually going to be a woman named Reina Sakuraba, who was transformed into the Avatar and had what I would assume to be her personality turned into Elma. So there probably are still some Sakuraba people interactable. Anyway, now we can go back to the story. mission. So warp to Frontier Nav Site 217, which actually will drop us right into a cutscene.
The lifehold piece should be further ahead.
Friends will climb Big Rocky Mountain? But how? Tatsu has tiny feet, stubby, flimsy limbs.
No spine either. But the turnip does have a point. I don't think there's any way we could scale those cliffs.
Agreed. We'll need to take a detour. Let's try going around that way.
Alright, so Elma has directed us in this direction. We'll get to see a little more of Noctilum's geography. It's interesting because the part of Noctilum we've seen is actually a very, very small piece of the whole thing. Noctilum is effectively two islands. There's the big island up the top, which is still a very long vertical north-south piece that you can see on Noctilum maps. But this whole time we've been on the much smaller southern island, which we're now just leaving. We're on the secret area, scenic viewpoint, Yagami's Vista. Scenic viewpoints are like secret areas in the first game, and if there's any probe spots, they'll have a huge amount of revenue from a research probe. Don't try to swim out to that thing, that's actually a tyrant. You will die. You can see here, all of this back here is the southern island, and up there is the northern island, which is at least 3 to 4 times as large as this. We won't be going there yet because you could see on the map that the target is still in the south, but we will be walking all the way around here in order to get there. Some of these flowers are level 30 something mortifols, so don't want to go through there too bad. Don't want to go there quickly because they'll hear us. We can enter the Whale's Nostril Cave. We can find these Unifold enemies. There's no real need to fight any of them. You could drop in the water and swim around, but if you go through the Whale's Nostril, see some lights. These are presumably put here by Napon. Yes, I'm going to keep calling them Napon. That's the pronunciation I'm okay with. I will change to Nopon if Xenoblade Chronicles 2 pronounces them Nopon. If it pronounces them Napon, I'm going to go with the majority rules in terms of games. Anyway, you can find a miniature Suid. Now we're actually all the way around on the other side of the cave. You can see Yagami's Vista. You discovered the Sapphire Table. Yagami's Vista is up there past that wall. And oh, a Forest Feminist. I didn't realize we weren't fighting the same suit. There was a second one there. Now, that sound enemy over there is a Tectinsula. Even though it is big, it is possible to beat it relatively easily, but it has extremely high defenses. It's basically a damage sponge at this point. So I don't really necessarily want to fight one. Hermit Tectinsula. I don't really want to fight one. That's one. Okay, I guess I am going to fight one. They're not very, pardon the Elma pun, not very engaging to fight. They don't do too much damage. It does have a gravity attack. That's an ether attack there, the jam. What's fatigue? I don't even know what fatigue does. I think it's probably something to do with auto attack timing. But as you can see here, my range attacks are doing 25 damage. Great, now I have slow arts. Arcing Horn will come back soon. There we go. Still staggered pretty well. They can be toppled relatively easily, because it's being staggered without even my melee combo or anything. Good thing their Beam Barrage happened, because that would have been pretty boring. And hey, you know how I said I wanted a new art unlock? This one we're not fighting. One is enough. They just did. And here's more. There's more. We discovered the Garden Spring. There's a Frontier Nav point in here. Luckily, Tectinsulas are pretty slow, so we're not gonna really. They have some long-range ether attacks, but other than that, they're not really gonna follow us for very long. See, it's over there. It's not even moving at us. What is different, though, this Frontier Nav site, we're going to be doing some Mortiful fighting. We can use Lau's new Eagle Eye to help out. It increases ranged accuracy and ranged attack for every ally in range. All 4 of those flowers are Mortifuls, unfortunately. Oh wow, I don't think I was the one who got the topple off on that, though. But yeah, we've aggroed all of them. Try to focus on one at a time. Elma's actually running out of health on this. Good thing about having the Avatar as a support character right now is his very good. He has 2 green arts that have been upgraded already. Okay, it did get the stagger off despite the fact that we were interrupted in the middle of that arc. He's also really good at Beam Barrage. Regardless. Oh, I can't believe I was actually dying to the flowers. Alright, Lynn wants cover fire. We'll give her your cover fire. But, anyway, Eagle Eye sort of helps out. Especially Eagle Eye plus ×2 Beam Barrage, because Beam Barrage is a ranged attack. Is very good. Eagle Eye is also a 3rd rifle art. Only the physical attacks are javelin arts. I don't know what Elma did to aggro to get so much aggro against someone with chrome armor and... Oh, he doesn't have decoy round because he doesn't have an assault rifle equipped. We don't have a taunt on us, and I'm not putting trash talk back on Lynn. That explains it. Level 1 mechanical, we've now got a probe we can warp to here. There are actually 2 ways to go from here. Way 1, you die. Level 45 ocean forfexes. That's the way actually to the ocean on the other side. This way, we're just kind of going straight. Got a Monodurian and a Babako leaf. We discovered the Humdrum Peaks, which is the next place we're going to be exploring. Humdrum Peaks are just kind of these mountains around here. And they are kind of humdrum compared to the rest of Noctilum. But they're important because, again, they're the bridge between the 2 big islands. And even though I'm saying that there's the 2 islands and stuff, we're actually technically not leaving the smaller southern island at all. This whole thing is just the northeast edge of it. I'm going to have to run back around the top, aren't I? Yep. We'll be able to see the northern island very well from here. Especially from the bridge, but even that bridge it's not the bridge connecting the 2 of them. We're not like walking to the northern island, then taking a bridge between them back to the south. We're just taking a bridge between 2 parts of the south, if that makes sense. Alright, so this will stagger it twice, because the effect of the soul voice is staggering, and then the effect of the art is staggered too. Like I said, save first down for that stuff. Oh, I see another Tectinsula. And that'll just ended quickly. Brian get another skill. Wow. He's level... Okay, cool. He mastered Enforcer, which means I can switch him to a new class. I want to go Psychoruptor. It'll be the same thing as Arena, but I still want him to be a Psychoruptor. This unfortunately resets his skills, even though High Tension boost maximum TP by 500. That's good for now. Also give him Beam Guard for now. That looks good. Buff heal is only 100 HP, so I'm not hurting too much from that. And he's got Repair. Now, if it got rid of his arts, I will be mildly annoyed. Good, it kept his arts. He has a new art. Myopic Screen. Okay. Level 1 Psychoruptor art is Screamer. This is an art Arena has used before. Targets enemies in the area and inflicts sleep on them. Unfortunately, this somehow completely screwed up my art order. It shifted them to the right one and move myopic screen over for some reason. So I'm gonna... I actually completely screwed up my order in general. So I'm gonna just reset this. I want Slit Edge and Beam Barrage there. Can change. I'm gonna actually completely change this stuff. And Chrome Armor. Recuperate full specs over here. It's not really sorting them by color. It's that. Lynn, I don't want to upgrade any of her arts right now. She's gotten a couple new ones now. She's got Enhanced Stand, Super Shield, and Reality Rift. I like Reality Rift just because it looks really cool. I accidentally replaced something with it. Replaced Fire Carnival with it. Didn't want to replace that. Do I want to get rid of Bombardier? You know what? I'll get rid of Flame Cloak and put Reality Rift in. I'm going to upgrade Reality Rift a couple times just because it looks really nice. And then for Lao, I'm going to upgrade Shrapnel twice. Upgrade First Down twice. I'll just upgrade all of his arts twice. There we go. He's a rank 4 Partisan Eagle. Class levels are actually called ranks. So, it doesn't actually say when he's learning these. But just because he changed class, technically, even though it's just a class promotion, this doesn't do the whole Fire Emblem thing. Oh, he looks cool and different now. I'm still going to switch O'Brien back to the lead because I don't think Lau's going to get a new art anytime soon. His next class level is probably a skill. Oh! Alfambro the Transcendent. I didn't know this was a Tyrant. I thought this was just going to be another Techninsula. Either way, though, we're doing good damage on him already. So I'll get... The thing is, sleep means exactly what does exactly what you'd expect sleep to do, which means that they wake up instantly after one hit, and Screamer doesn't do damage. It actually just inflicts sleep. So it's already woken up again because we hit it already. So I'm not really going to use it that often unless we're against groups of enemies and I can reliably tell people to not attack certain things. Give it Myopic Screen. And waiting for Lao to use Eagle Eye. I'm going to stand next to Lao. Once he uses Eagle Eye, I'm going to hit huge for double Beam Barrage. Hyper Acid Slow Arts effect. Alright, use damage. Oh, he's doing a body slam. Lynn's taking some damage. I'll repair her once. Don't want to waste an aura. We've actually got like 4100 max TP now, so I'm not going to hurt if I use an aura. I just like having a lot of TP. Lao is not using his Eagle Eye at all. Come on. Toppled enemies take more damage. I could probably finish this now. Could not have finished that now. Thanks, Lao. He's going to use it now. Watch him use it now. Throw another Myopic Screen at it. It's resistant to something. I guess it's resistant to Blackout, which makes sense because it's like eyes aren't IE. That's interesting. I could have sworn Got Him, Lay Down Some Cover Fire was a Lin quote, but Lao said it. Also, Uncontrollable is still a great song. And we won. That was surprisingly good. This is just shows the huge impact having a fourth party member can have. If we were just Miyama and Lin, we'd probably be dead. This is worth the minus however many HP. That secondary cooldown reducer. This is objectively better. Definitely going to take that. Now that I'm starting to look really weird. I'm probably going to start switching back to fashion gear. Let's see, visual cloaking 2. These are identical. Let's drop our TP back down. I'm just going to use this one. Headset. Alright, you know, this still looks kind of cool. Still got the distinguished uniform. This is a bunch of just casual wear. Again, Sora's band's not going to do much. And that's the adhesive bandage. Alright. I'm going to keep looking like this. I'm going to keep looking dumb. For now. I don't really care. I've got a rocket ship gun on my back. Can anything else really be said about this? Here's where we are now. We're at Tripod Rock. This is the actual difference between base camp here. That's a huge enemy. This is the northern island of Noctilum. This is where we're not going for now. Got another path to choose to go through. See, there's another Hermit Peninsula. I guess they come out when it's raining. There's some ouchie water. We'll walk right by these guys now, because we've already fought 2 and a tyrant of them. There's no real point in taking on any more than we have to, after we've already shown off pretty much what they can do. We do, however, have a new enemy type, the Insidia. These are dinosaur dudes. Discovered Goblin's Narrow, which is just a really cool sounding place. It's not necessarily a... Just the fact that they say goblins makes me think Tolkien, when I know it's not. That's not a place that he'd. That's not a naming convention he'd use. He wouldn't name it like after a place, or a place after like the people that live there. Goblins Narrow. It just sounds cool, especially because like I like allusions to fantasy in sci-fi for some reason. It's just a thing I like. Oh my god, an art. You can see a tyrant in there. We can also see another cutscene. Forgot about that.
Friends, hold up. Something coming ahead.
Forgot that was an option. I thought that I would assume that the act selfishly thing would be use Tatsu as a shield, but
Hey! Down in front! I can't see!
Another Xeno.
Whatever it is, at least it's not a probe.
Perish the thought, good sirs. Perish and kill the thought. We would never associate with those savages.
Who are you?
Yes, 1,000 pardons. We are called El Sirum, or just El, if it please you. Like the proud Nopon among you, we have inhabited this planet since times of antiquity.
A friend knows about Nopon people?
Yes, of course. Nopon purchase my wares quite often, you know. They're excellent, how should I say, suckers?
I think you mean customers.
So, Mr. L, you've lived here a long time?
Just L, and yes, such a nice, quiet world. The wildlife and insects are also docile, such gentle dispositions.
Indeed. Yes, friends lucky Tatsu here to protect them from becoming main course.
Yeah, because we can toss you out as an appetizer and run away while they're snacking.
Well, the creatures here are hungry, yes, granted.
Gentle disposition my butt.
It's just,
What?
well, who can blame them with all the commotion here as of late? Not that we're pointing our fingers at you, mind. No, it's those prone sons of bastards.
Yeah, we're not their biggest fans either.
We loathe them. They have ruined our once peaceful life here. Ruined! They are all, how should we say, us caves.
Close enough. By the way, Elle, you seem to speak our language quite fluently.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
We owe it all to that wreckage back there. What a treasure trove. Especially the data terminal we found inside. It is the ultimate portable snack for satisfying our insatiable curiosity.
Wreckage back there? You think that's our piece of the lifehold?
Certainly sounds like it. Elle, can we take a look at this terminal you found?
Of course, of course.
Thanks. Lynn, see what you can make of it.
On it. Okay. Yep. this library data.
Let me see. Huh, so it is. The unit L stumbled upon must be part of the Lifehold's archives.
So, not the core then.
The entire ship was torn to bits when we came down. The odds of any single piece of Lifehold being the core aren't very high.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, Lynn, don't be glum. The Lifehold archives are the sum total of all human knowledge. This is still a really big find. We should try and secure it ASAP.
Yeah, you're right.
Now might not be a good time.
Why not?
Why else? The Ass Caves. We just came from there, and prone are all over the wreckage.
What?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Very bad. Let's go.
Apologies we didn't mention it before. We assumed you'd abandoned it. Allow us to show you the way. After all, as you say, too many heads are better than none, right?
Close enough.
And now we've been introduced to the better comic relief character, alien guy in the game. L is amazing. If the Ass Caves line wasn't enough to prove it to you, he gets even better. So we got a probe set here. Unfortunately, unlike Lao, L won't just immediately become playable. We do have an Insidia Tyrant, Lambert the Divine Wind. This guy, he could give you trouble. As you can see, he's already taking a lot more damage than the last one did. He also he's doing a number on Elma already. I switched out my gear so I have less TP for more defense, but I'm still at max TP anyway. Come on. There we go, got some HP on Elma. There we go. Alright. Gonna build up a double charge on Beam Barrage, because again, Beam Barrage is going to be my bread and butter, even though I'm a Psychoruptor now. Stop getting hurt, Elma, please. If you're going to keep getting hurt, at least ask for Soul Voice to heal you. Got him down to half health already, pretty much. Screamer is actually knife art, surprisingly. I guess putting him to sleep will at least. Haha, there's Lao's best quote. Alright, it's toppled, that'll do more damage. Topple Beam Barrage. That did a lot. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Anyway, this weather here isn't really having much of an adverse effect on Lao as far as I can tell. He just likes to complain. He says this damn weather no matter what weather you're in. So that became a meme. It's a good meme. Better meme than Tatsu being food, that's for sure. So like we're getting all the good memes today. We got L himself is a very good meme. Insidia A. Dang, that's nice. Someone got something. Lao got a class level up, I think. Well, check his skill, because I'm assuming he got a skill. No, he didn't. He must have got another art. Unless it wasn't Lao. No, he got another art. He got his Aura Raijin, which boosts critical chance and restores AP when using arts, plus it reflects electricity. Just Lao's class in general is very electric based, as you can probably tell. Now I can actually make our way through these sewids pretty unharmedly. What was that called? Okay, miniature. Thought it was like Metacrust or something. Do you want to go for the cutscene, or do you want to go for this treasure that's right here? Where is it? Is it up? It's up. I could probably jump from this treasure into the cutscene trigger. There we go. And unfortunately, we can see another treasure right there. It's inside the big yellow circle. So I don't think we're going to do much about that. If we walk here, oh, the treasure is the lifehold piece itself. No, it isn't. That's the lifehold piece itself. It's on fire. That's a problem. Let's make it not on fire.
Oh no!
need of this?
But why? Do these monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the lifehold.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die, right?
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
I don't know why the camera focused on L there, of all people.
I don't think they'll let
But
us walk away. Let's get up close and personal.
now it's time to face off against some prone destroyers. 3 of them to be exact, the same 3 we saw actually fighting the thing. I'm gonna myopic screen them all. Target this one, put him to sleep, then tell everyone to concentrate fire on this guy. That guy there will stay asleep. Hopefully I won't stay this hurt. Alright, Lad's asking for his cover fire, which means... Okay, that guy's a sniper actually. So he just used shrapnel. He used one of Lau's arts. I'm gonna double repair myself. Took one of them out. Concentrate on this guy now. I could put the 3rd to sleep, but we just tried that, didn't work particularly well. This guy just used a beam attack, I think. Interesting though, you can actually see a level 14 Insidia just kind of chilling outside the barrier there. Because there's like, all required story battles have like a barrier of the green squares that we see sometimes, the green hex things. Just to like, keep you from running away from the start. We got a blade level up out of that. Nice. But that. I actually thought Elma attacking in the back was another prone, like slapping me from behind. I was a little worried there. But let's slow him down at least a little bit with the Screamer. Screamer's secondary cooldown effect is just you get to use it a second time. So I put him to sleep twice. That just keeps him stun locked for a little bit.
Mistress Goetia, these are Earth aliens.
Well, well, well. Seeing truly is believing, isn't it? Who would have thought?
Prone. But they're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Hate. Human extinction is duty. Our duty is ganglion.
Ganglion. So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. What gives you the right to destroy the lifehold?
Is that what you call it? So pretty. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping brethren.
Here we go. It seems the prone even weren't our true enemies. They were just working for these new people, the Ganglion. And it's now time to face off against 3 of them. We got these Marnock Rooks. These guys look like they'd be advanced prone. They're actually their own race. We will start fighting Marnock on their own soon, as a matter of fact. These guys, flavor text in places says that they don't get along very well with the prone. We'll learn later on that prone are... No, they're not. I was going to say prone are not mirror natives. Never mind. Got that wrong. But prone are a more recent recruit to the whole Ganglion organization. Regardless, Marnock are sort of more elite than the prone. But despite that, we're actually making quick work of these 2 Marnock Rooks. I've been focusing on them too, so we haven't been seeing what Goetia can do at all yet. She, on the other hand, is still almost at full health. Her deal is, I think, electric. Ooh, she got toppled. She is humanoid, so she could do that. I probably should have switched to Lao for this fight, even though he's not important in the cutscene because he's optional. I actually missed with the screamer there. Oops. Okay, she's electric based. I could have probably switched to Lao. Just crackling energies enveloped Goetia. Let's give me full specs. This gives her a proximity spike. Yes, this gives her a proximity spike. That means standing near her will actually just straight up hurt you. So I am standing out here. I can actually tell them to use ranged attacks, which will make them back up, hopefully. I was going to say that she uses sliding slinger. Give Lynn some of that. That gave her TP too, I think. But yeah, she'll actually have this spike out constantly now. Which means that we're going to have to do something about that other than just keep using ranged attacks. This is a tough fight. I kind of expect to die here at least once. Does this increase boost ranged attacks? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to use a double beam barrage on top of that. Don't know why that did bonus damage. I don't know why I'm almost dead now. If Lao could revive someone, that would be great. Alright, Lao revived Lynn. That's excellent. That's exactly what we needed. She's regenerating, which means she'll just recover some health. Give Lao a repair. Give Lao another repair by accident. Like in the first game, spikes will actually go away when the enemy is toppled. Alright, there we go. Elma's now invincible. She's now got 1100 TP. I'm dead. These 3 might actually be able to handle her in the 30 seconds we got. If someone does the soul voice, that'll do some extra damage. Alright. Yeah, Lynn's almost out, actually. This is not looking well. Lynn's out completely. Unfortunately, Lynn's dying soul voice didn't trigger because Elma was in the middle of one at that time. So it looks like we are going to have to admit defeat now. Like I said, this is the first, difficult story fight. Even though I'm roughly evenly leveled with her, I still straight up died. Probably going to end up fighting Lambert every time I come through here. Just because it's a beatable tyrant and it's good practice, plus good experience. If we can get everyone plus a level, we should have no problem. So I'm going to fight Lambert, and then come back and do the fight again. Alright, nice. Looks like Lao got a class level, Lynn got a class level, Elma got a level. I also got a class level and earned an art and a skill. So we're going to take a look at that. A beauty sleep, which prolongs sleep by 10 seconds, yeah. Alright, let's check what my new art is, though, because now I actually have more than 8, so I can choose what to use. And I got Subterfuge, which increases debuff resistance, just causes debuff resistance down. I don't know which one of these I want to get rid of. Probably Recuperate. So get rid of Recuperate, swap you with you, and then swap you with you. So now they're technically organized by color, too. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap back to the TP boosting gear so I can use an aura. I can use my aura. Is the TP, that's more ranged attack up. That might be better than the TP up. I don't even know what had the TP up. Now that I'm looking through all my stuff. It's minus 12 defense. Or no, that's a different thing. Hold on, where was my... Trek wear is... It's the shoes, it was the shoes. I think. Alright, I got that now. Max TP up 2. Minus 10 defense, and Goetia uses beam attacks, the Marnik use beam attacks. I still think I'm better off this way. Where am I? There we go. That was weird. I'd like to be able to aura directly into... Or I could make the JoJo reference. I shouldn't make the JoJo reference, but I could. I'm not going to. Luckily, I've already beat the prone, so this will put us right into battle against the Marnik and Goetia. Regardless, look at how much damage we're already doing. Let's see. Subterfuge does affect enemies ahead. So it is as a line effect. I think I hit stunned by something. What I'm also going to do is... Alright, we got the Marnik topple, which is nice. Subterfuge. Wow, got to level up mid-fight. That's great. Alright. I'm going to switch back to my knife. Lyn seems to be getting hit pretty hard now. The other thing is, Chrome Armor isn't going to do much. Want to do the soul voice? I'll do the soul voice because she's toppled. Alright. What I should have done, probably... Yeah, I probably should have charged up for the spike. Either way, I could still say go for ranged attacks. Oh no. Alright, Lao... Again, Lao can't use TP for anything other than reviving in his current state. So even if I go down, he can still revive. Me, or anyone else. On myopic screen her, I don't know why I just kind of had myopic screen in the back there. Everyone's low on health, that's not good. Another one of those to Elma. Alright, 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 this is good, this is good. Okay, someone else completed the soul voice. But I can give myself that, and I can do this. Tons of damage, got Elma back pretty well. Does she still have her spike up, actually? No, her spike went down. She's using a very, very powerful electric attack. But her spike does go down after a while. You could see it here. I don't know why I didn't think you could see that. Also, I need healing. He said I need healing. I could make an Overwatch joke. I don't actually play Overwatch. I just know that I need healing is a thing that people say a lot in Overwatch. Elma's dead. Let's help her up. I think Invincible Elma is more useful than TP on me right now. Especially since Lyn toppled her already. I also can't really see where she... Oh, she was in the middle of us. Okay. I'm just going to keep hitting her with debuff so she can't hit us while we take out the last of her health. Again, like I keep saying this, Chrome Armor is not going to do much. Because she's mostly a ranged attack. Wow, did Lao really just use Eagle Eye after I keyed in the art? Okay, we took her out second try. That's not bad.
Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed!
A well-fought victory indeed. Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the mech. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course. But they were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle. I'm absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, El. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, Treasure Trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook? Yeah, we're not like the Ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right, let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
I can't let this new strength distract
Even
me.
my cooking got better.
And we actually get not only the Goetia figure, but Goetia's black blood, black heel, and electrified Xenoblood off of her. Which is interesting in its own right that a boss actually has drops. Including drops exclusive to them. Anyway, what I was going to say before this happened was... I'm gonna do to Chapter 4 what I did to Chapter 3. Fight the boss in one episode, then take the new alien friend we meet back to NLA in the episode after that. So as soon as Syncytia dies, which it's doing a pretty good job of, thankfully, I think it's about time to say it, since this is, again, another really, really long episode. I keep making them this way. It's a good game, I can't find a way to stop. But next time, we'll be taking Elle back with us to NLA. Till then, I'm Luxin, signing off.